Hey students, this is Dr. Quinn, and this is going to be an orientation of Module 1. And the first thing you're going to see when you log back in, of course this is just like the syllabus and the welcome video, is that you'll click on Home tab. You will start to see announcements populate right up here under where it says Recent Announcements. Once they're released, the first one will be released on Friday. You can go to the announcements, you should be able to see the full list, and you can see my first announcement is already set and ready to go tomorrow. All right, when you click on the modules, and if you remember in the syllabus video, I demonstrated that you have to work your way through the welcome start here, and you've got to take this pre-assessment to unlock Module 1. You can see as my student, I've done that, and I will be in here grading these as quickly as I can. So you have access to Module 1. Module 1 is the first week. You'll notice each week has, each module has its time range. Module 1 is super short. Module 2 is 2 weeks. Module 3 is a couple more weeks. And Module 4 is another couple of weeks, like 5 weeks. Then you have your final Module 5, and I'll show you that. That's going to be that final assessment. So, but you have to unlock the prior ones to see the final one. So this is going to keep students from jumping around. The idea is to build on all the concepts before you move on to the next one. In each module, you'll notice it's broken into 2 parts, the learning modules and the graded assignments. So if you click on the Module 1 overview, what you're going to see here is we have a little bit of a blurb discussion about what this module is about. It's, of course, focused on the theme of bias. We're going to look at cultural biases, but also look at bias that is infused into AI. Okay, so you will see that we've got learning materials. When you click on learning materials, you're going to see that it's going to get you to this landing page, and it says click on contents in the upper left, contents. All of our module learning materials are embedded in the software, and you'll see it's repeated in each module as necessary. So you'll come back and you'll look at the learning modules, and for this one, of course, you're going to get warmed up on Hypothesis, which is software that focuses on like annotation. Annotation is note-taking. We've got an introduction for students and how you can then add links and images to Hypothesis. So obviously you're going to need to do that because you have an Hypothesis assignment. If I go back to week 1 and where it says social annotation, that's what Hypothesis is. That's going to be due Sunday, May 25th. So you want to hop on this and practice this. And if you have questions, you have to let me know during the work week. Okay, Monday through Friday. And then, of course, we have discussions on bias. And you'll be reading some of these articles to warm you up on the topic to get you ready for the course assignments. You'll see objectives for the work of the week, and you'll see the 2 gradable assignments. Again, my recommendation is to print up the printable pacing schedule, and you'll see the discussion. Main post is due May 22nd. And you'll see that the responses to this discussion is due on Sunday. And then, of course, the social annotation is due on Sunday. So this first week, you've got your pre-assessment activity. My hope is that you do it by Wednesday, because then the other things won't open in time. So keep that in mind. The goal is the pre-assessment activity on Wednesday, and then these Module 1 activities Thursday and Sunday and Sunday. And where did I find that? Well, let me show you. So if we go back to our syllabus, right embedded in the syllabus is our schedule. Let me refresh this. I think I uploaded a better version of that document. Yeah, this is just nicer and easier to read. Week 1, you've got the pre-assessment activity due Wednesday, and that's just what I've been referring to in this video. The discussion, the main post is Thursday, and response posts May 25th, and of course, your social annotation is due Sunday. That's what's happening the first week. But to get to that point, obviously you've got to work through the welcome start here materials and Module 1. So of course, that's what the 8 to 10 hours of work that you'll be doing this week is related to. So now let me show you what these assignments look like. So let's go into the discussion first. It says analyzing our cultural identities. Much of this course will ask writers to think about where information has come from and how that can affect how information is presented. We'll start the process by considering sources for our own beliefs and our biases. We all have them. When we talk about beliefs, we're talking about ideas that come from personal experiences, upbringing, and values. Where those beliefs come from. So you get an opportunity to sort of explore that in more depth. You'll complete this discussion. It's also a way to interact with classmates so you don't feel like you're taking a directed study, that you're working in tandem with other students, toward the same goal. We're talking about the cultural dimensions of an identity wheel here, just as a visual metaphor for thinking about all the different identities that encompass a particular person or that envelop us. And so you'll review that, and then you get a chance to write. You're going to write a post in your own original words about how you reflect on 2 dimensions that you get to choose, right? That highlight your cultural life and identity. You'll submit to the post by clicking reply. You're welcome to attach a picture of yourself or something that reflects who you are. You see how that says optional. You don't have to if you don't want to. You'll reply. And then once you have replied, you should be able to see your peers' replies, and you can reply to them as your responses. So that's that first assignment. That's the discussion. Then you've got the social annotation, analyzing bias in AI. So we've got the little description. We want you to use the annotation tool. We've got those reminder how-tos built in here, just like how it was built into the learning resources. We want you to pre-read these articles. Now listen, to take this class and to do well, you've got to read. If you're not going to read, I would recommend that you drop the class. It's just going to be really hard to make an authentic post in your own words if you don't do the reading, because I'll be doing the readings too, and I'll be assessing how well you in a very human college writer level way respond to these without depth of detail. If it's just like, hey, good point, like you were responding to a classmate, or interesting. Interesting doesn't count, but explain why it's interesting or surprising. Depth of detail, we're looking for 6 total annotations, and then you can see, let's see what happens when we load it up. I'm just going to open it here and see what happens. Okay, so here's the reading, and to annotate, you can highlight a particular part that you find interesting. I'm just doing this as a demo, and then you choose annotation. And you write your notes there. This is mimicking that sort of handwritten annotation work that you probably do when you have textbooks or you have printed out readings. The more you engage marginally, we call this marginalia. The more you engage with the text in the margins, the more you're going to commit that information to memory. So that's why an assignment like this is going to be required. Okay, you will highlight, remember, six annotations here. So that's the work of the week. I wish you great luck in exploring cultural identity and biases. I'll be in there with you, exploring it with you. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and to let me know.